22-year-old Adam Simji, a finance student at the University of Central Florida, UCF for short, was preparing to propose to his 20-year-old girlfriend, Michaela Paulus, also a student at UCF. The two practically inseparable, spending every day with each other and planning to spend the rest of their lives together. Summer 22 was winding down, and the couple decided to take a trip. They left Florida and headed over to Alabama. And on August 14th, 2022, they went to the Talladega National Forest and looked for a great location to get nice pictures. Adam stopped the car when he was flagged down by a woman who appeared to be stranded on the road. He needed some help assisting the woman, so he called Michaela's father for some advice. You see, his girlfriend's father, he was an experienced mechanic, and he was happy to help Adam help the young woman that was stranded. But when Michaela's father hung up the phone, he had no clue of the danger that was coming his daughter and her boyfriend's way. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. Shout out to UCF. If you're watching from UCF, Orlando, Apopka, or Talladega, Alabama, let me know below in the comments. Also, shout out to Gaston, Pell City, Birmingham, Huntsville, Montgomery, Mobile, and all the good folks of Alabama. Adam and Michaela went to the Talladega National Forest to spend time during their summer vacation, their last trip before returning to school for the fall 2022 semester. Adam pulled over to help a woman identified as 20-year-old Yasmin Hyder. Yasmin appeared to be stranded on the road. She was supposedly having car trouble, so Adam wanted to help the woman. According to his girlfriend Michaela, he tried for an hour to get her car started. After the vehicle failed to start, despite multiple attempts to try and fix it, Yasmin pulled out a gun and forced the couple into the woods. She demanded that the two drop their cell phones and tell her their banking passwords. However, Adam also had a gun on him too. Adam pulled out his gun and told her to get on the ground, and that's when Yasmin started to mess around with her gun. Yasmin's gun jammed once, but they both shot at each other. Yasmin was shot a few times and Adam was shot only once. Michaela was able to find her phone and call 911 despite the poor cell service in the area. Adam lost consciousness, so she then began performing CPR on him until authorities arrived on site. Unfortunately, Adam never regained consciousness.
5 now, a UCF student is killed while out with his girlfriend in an Alabama state park.
Investigators say the pair was flagged down by a woman claiming to need help. That's when they say she pulled out a gun and fired a shot. News 6's Catherine Silver is hearing from the dad of the victim's girlfriend. Catherine, really just an unbelievable story. What did he have to say?
Well, he wants people to know what kind of person Adam Simji was. He says that he died protecting his daughter.
I don't know if my daughter would be here today, but I'm very thankful that she is.
Matt Paulus calls 22-year-old Adam Simji a hero for his actions in his final moments. He credits him for saving his daughter, Michaela Paulus's life, when their end-of-summer trip took a tragic turn.
1,643 days they were together. One day ruined most of that.
According to a statement from the Clay County Sheriff's Office in Alabama, Michaela called 911 after her boyfriend was shot during an attempted robbery. She told deputies Simji, who was carrying a concealed handgun, exchanged gunfire with one suspect before he died.
It's just a horrific situation all the way around.
Paulus says the couple planned to take pictures at a mountain lookout.
They were going to find a spot somewhere where Adam probably could propose to them because they had been very serious about the relationship. On their way out, they had a girl flagging them down with some car troubles.
Paulus, who is a mechanic, says they called him to ask for advice. Minutes later, they were both held at gunpoint. The Clay County Sheriff's Office says 2 women are now facing charges. They shared this picture of Crystal Pinkins. The second suspect, who is accused of shooting Simji, Yasmin Hyder, remains in the hospital.
We just want to make sure that everybody knows there's a lot more good people than there are bad people.
Paulus says his daughter and Simji plan to build their life together. Both of their families are now left heartbroken.
He was a quiet type, but he meant what he said and he did what he would say. he's definitely somebody you would be proud to call your son-in-law.
Paulus tells me that the young couple loved to travel together, and this trip was actually supposed to be their last of the summer before they would start the fall semester at UCF. Simji was studying finance there. Now his friends and family are planning for his funeral. There is a fundraiser to help with those expenses. We have a link on clickorlando.com. I'm live in Apopka. Catherine Silver, Getting Results, News 6.
Yasmin, shot multiple times by Adam, was airlifted to a hospital in Birmingham, Alabama, and underwent multiple surgeries. Michaela told police that she saw a second woman in the woods during the incident. About a half-mile away from where the shootout happened, authorities found a camp where they believe Yasmin and the second woman, identified as Crystal Diane Pinkins, had been living there with Crystal's young son. As officers ordered Crystal to the ground, a 5-year-old child, her son, ran from the woods holding a loaded shotgun. The child eventually put the gun down, and his mother, Crystal, was arrested. Crystal was charged with endangering the welfare of a child, alongside charges of murder, kidnapping, and robbery. Yasmin was also booked and charged with murder, robbery, and kidnapping. Clay County District Court Judge David Law issued a gag order on August 17th to prevent both law enforcement and defense lawyers from commenting on the case. His order also directed Clay County Sheriff Jim Studdard to remove any statements his office had previously made about the case on social media. So no more information was really released about Yasmin or Crystal. Yasmin was a college student in Oklahoma before she went roaming the country with Crystal, who was a former home health aide. There's no confirmation about who the women are, why they camped out in Talladega, where did they come from, because they are not from Alabama, and what was their relationship. Michaela is now left behind grieving the loss of Adam. The two met each other as teenagers. The young woman and her family praised Adam for saving Michaela's life by defending himself and her against Yasmin, ultimately losing his life, but he was able to put Yasmin down so she couldn't harm Michaela. Sending condolences to Adam's family and Michaela's family. Ladies, do you see how important protection is? Adam wasn't married to Michaela, but he laid down his life to save hers. So many men are in the grave from protecting women. A man has to be ready at any given time to defend his woman and possibly lose his life. So because of this, there should never be any debate about respecting and submitting to a man when men are expected to risk life and limb for women. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Let me know what you think was going on with Yasmin and Crystal. And do you think people should stop to help stranded folks in the woods these days? Is it too dangerous? Or like Michaela's father said, are there still good people out there? Shout out to our brothers Maurice, Omoile, Dark Power, and Barry checking in from the UK. I appreciate all of you for your support. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.